The Pink Stones are a country rock band based in Athens, Georgia. Their new album is titled You Know Who. We tracked down frontman Hunter Pinkston just after the 4th of July to talk to him about making this new record, but we couldn't help but ask him how he felt after all the mass shootings that took place during that holiday time.
I mean, I don't think about it on a daily basis, I guess. It's, the thing, I guess, like a good, to your point, it's when you live around it and see it and hear about it so much, it kind of becomes this thing where it's like, it is scary when it's closer to you, and you think about it more, but it's just like such a horrible, shitty thing that it's so normalized that you kind of almost don't think about it because you just expect it as reality,
Yep. Yes. Okay, on to more pleasant subject matter.
Sure.
You Know Who. The album, congratulations, came out, on the 30th, about a week ago, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, thank you very much.
My pleasure. So what'd you do on the day? Anything exciting?
The night before, me and John Neff, who plays pedal steel in the band, and Adam, who plays bass, we drove up to Nashville, and we spent the night with Emily Ninny and Jack Quiggins of Teddy and the Rough Riders.
Okay.
And so we spent the night at their house, had some beers, and then woke up in Nashville on record release day. And we played a show that morning at 3rd and Lindsley. And then we played that afternoon at Grimey's. So, yeah, it was a nice... I got to play 2 shows and hang out and check out the record. It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I finally got to Nashville for the first time at Americana Fest last September.
Awesome.
And it was amazing. You walk into some place at 10:30 in the morning and band's already playing, and like you say, I went to Grimey's and did the whole thing. It's a great town.
Yeah,
man.
I love it there. Yeah, we live about 5 hours from there, so it's not too close, but it's not too far either.
Right. So you mentioned Teddy and the Rough Riders. Tell me a little bit about who they are, and you've got them on the record on Who's Laughing Now.
Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? You're gonna have to sit around and wonder how. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Well, it's me, little baby, yeah, I'm laughing now.
Is that right?
That's right, yeah. Jack and Ryan, those 2 singers and bass player and guitar player of Teddy and the Rough Riders, they, 2 guys born and raised in Nashville that we've toured a lot with, and they've become good friends of ours, and they're excellent harmony singers, and their band is really cool, and I like their stuff a lot. So, after hanging out with them on the road a bunch, it only made sense. I like to include people on our records and have friends play and stuff. So I definitely wanted them to sing on a song, and that one seemed to make the most sense, I guess. Yeah.
And you made a video for it.
That's right. Yeah, we made a music video. Funny, God, it's all about Nashville, I guess. We were in Nashville for the music video, too.
There you go.
With Joshua Shoemaker. And it was super fun. Yeah, we did that. Right after South by Southwest, we were coming home on tour, and we stopped and did a show there, and then had a day off and made the music video. It was really fun.
Nice red suit on that one.
The giant red suit. Yeah, definitely.
Is that you as a stand-up comic?
Yeah. It was Josh's idea. He wrote the whole treatment for the video and wanted me to, kind of be a bombing stand-up comic that's not very good,
right?
Which was a fun role to play. It was a little awkward to have to get up there and lip sync and pretend to be funny in front of a bunch of people, but I had a good time doing it.
Have you ever tried your hand at comedy?
Not really. The only joke that I ever tell is what's up with the Doobie Brothers?
I don't know.
Are they related? I don't know, but they do be brothers.
Yes. Yes. Well, I used to work in radio in Rochester, and we had a big personality. His name is Brother Weeze. He was like our version of Howard Stern,
sure.
And that was one of his favorites.
That's great. Yeah, that's the only
brothers,
I ever tell.
They ain't related, but they do be brothers.
Yep. That's really good.
Excellent. So tell me a little bit about how the record came together. You guys are a 6-piece band, right? So does it take a lot of herding, getting everybody in one place and in one state of mind?
It does, yeah. We play as a 4-piece a lot because, it's kind of hard to take steel and piano out, and those guys are busy as well. They play with a bunch of people, and when it comes to recording, I'm pretty much always going to have, if I can, all the instruments, and We did that record at Henry, our producer's house, and we did it over a couple months, in and out of the studio. Like, it was the first week was like heavy sessions of everyday live tracking, and then it kind of opened up into easier stuff. And most of the guys were there for everything, and if they missed a day, they just came back later. It is interesting to have to do it with that many people because people are busy, and but they're all good sports and diehard musicians. I mean, they're lifer types, so they were all excited to make the record. And yeah, it wasn't too stressful getting them all together, but I wouldn't say it was overly easy either.
Right. And you do primarily most of the writing?
Yeah, I write all the words and probably 90% of the music, and then my guys are all great. I love playing with them, and they all have great ideas. So there's definitely some ideas from them on the record.
Gotcha. And I see you got Nikki Lane sitting in with you on "Baby, I'm Still Right Here."
That's right.
That's pretty cool.
Sometimes you make my heart beat fast. Sometimes you make it be real slow. When we get to where we're going, baby, I don't think I know.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, we George Fontaine, our label guy and friend, he introduced me to her just through time, whatever, when hung out with her at some shows and seen her play a bunch, and we played with her a couple times, and I wanted to do a duet, and yeah, she just seemed like the obvious choice if we could get her to do it, and she was very interested, and she did a great job, and we made that video together too, which was really fun. And
Right.
Now we're going to do some more shows with her this year and everything. So I'm pretty stoked about that.
Alrighty. Now your sound, I mean, it's definitely got a pretty strong country influence there, and nice twang going on and everything. But it does vary to other places as well. One of the ones I like is "Time Standing Still." It kind of has a Stonesy kind of riff to it.
I hate to break it to you, but I don't think I'm coming back. Spend too much time on the used and discounted rack. It's nothing you've done, I just don't have time for that. I hate to break it to you, but I don't think I'm coming back.
Yeah, it definitely has that Keith Richards guitar fills thing going on. Yeah, I mean, I'd say our basis is probably in country music, but I mean, we love rock and roll and blues and R&B and all the stuff, but it all kind of goes hand in hand. It's like you
Yep.
can't really have country music without all that other stuff, and you can't have all that other stuff without country music. So it's like it's fun to get to do the tunes that are full on old school country, and then really fun to do like that tune. You have the Rolling Stones thing, but then it cuts into the old school waltz, and it's like it gets really
Yep.
country, even though it's still kind of like a rock and roll tune.
Yep. And then it's followed by a tune called "Rich Rudy." Who I'm wondering, is that written about somebody in particular?
Rich Rudy stumble out on the street, using your hands like a second pair of feet. Rich Rudy, things never change, still looking for someone to blame. Rich Rudy, what a piece of work, falling down face first in the dirt. Rich Rudy, I hate to see the things you have to see.
I don't know that I did write it specifically about a specific person or certain person. It's seemingly politically charged, about people who have money and do dumb shit with it, and don't do the right thing with it, or seem to care about anything except that. But
Right. Right.
after everyone was trying to pin me on who I was talking about or whatever, but I don't know. I mean, it's just about the overarching concept of that idea, I guess.
Gotcha. Yep. And of course, you guys are rolling in dough, just making all this great music, right?
Definitely, yeah. So yeah, it's it's really about us. Yeah.
So are you touring? Have you got a thing happening? You're hitting the road? What's happening?
Yeah, we've got some stuff coming up. We just did the record release shows. We're off for about a week and a half, and then go back out on the road. We're gonna do some shows with T. Hardy Morris from Athens, who we love, and
Right.
then I got a couple with Nikki after that,
Cool.
and then we'll go to Australia in
No,
October.
we're close by here in New
That's
Zealand.
what I heard. I heard it's kind of far though.
Well, it's just across the Tasman Sea, so it's not that far.
Not
It's a 2-hour flight.
Okay, it's closer than I thought. It's not as far as I am from it now, but
No, guaranteed. Yeah. If I fly from Auckland, there's a direct flight now from Auckland to New York. It's like 17 hours, something like that. It's insane.
yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, we'll go to to LA obviously, and then we'll fly from
Yeah.
there to Melbourne. And I haven't looked at the flight in a while because it's so intimidating, but it's pretty fucking long.
Just go for it.
That's all you can do, yeah, and it'll be fun.
I hear they serve alcohol on the flight, so that's always a positive.
Yeah, definitely gonna need a good bit of that for sure.
Yeah. So you've never been to New Zealand?
No, I've never left the country before.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, it's not amazing because I know I'm an American myself, so I know that I had my sister come here to visit a few years back, and she's not exactly a spring chicken, and she didn't even have a passport when she had to. It's like,
Well,
what the heck?
that's what happened to me. We were supposed to go in April, and tour booked and everything, and the passport system here is so fucked up after COVID that I expedited way ahead of time, and I never got it, and we had to cancel the tour. So that's why we're in October now.
Very good. So what's the scene like in Athens these days? It sounds like you guys are like really integrated in it. So give us a little lowdown on what's happening.
It's great. There's tons of awesome bands, lots of people. I mean, the culture here, like culture of being a person who goes out and sees things and does things, is nice here. It's safe and calm, and there's always something going on, and great food, great bars, and then lots of shows basically every night.
Right.
So it's really nice, yeah. And there's we have lots of friends here that make music. People come here to play music all the time, so it's cool. It's a little town that's not too big, so you're not overwhelmed by anything, but it's like you still have a hip scene around you.
Right. Yeah, I just interviewed somebody in the Baseball Project, which is a couple of guys from REM are in that.
That's right. Yeah, our pedal steel player plays with Mills in a different group, but Mills is in that. Yeah.
Yeah. So is it everybody plays with everybody, right?
Yeah, I just saw Stipe at the bar last night. Funny enough, I haven't seen him out in a really long time, and turned around and he was standing behind me in the bar, which I thought was pretty funny.
Oh, it's good that he's getting out.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I mean, he's always super nice to me. I can never tell if he actually knows who I am or if he's just really polite, because he always talks to me. But
well, there you go. That's a plus. Excellent. Well, hopefully you guys can find your way down to this part of the world sometime soon.
For sure.
It sounds like the record's doing well. You thinking any further ahead than just touring, or?
Yeah, man. I mean, we got a bunch of shows coming up. We're gonna try and do a lot of roaming that we haven't done yet. Go a lot of new places. Working on a new record already. So sometime next year we'll have a new record getting ready to come out, and we're just gonna keep the ball rolling. No need to stop.